Okay. That you just put me back into these musicals that just make me feel good. Oh, Christmas music. I'm not really the biggest fan of Christmas, but I'm not gonna be the Grinch tonight. But anyway, so like I gotta change my voice with that type of intro. So yeah, like I said, we will have a nuclear reaction right here in the studio, and I'm just looking at my guest in her splendor. To be honest, I didn't know that she was gonna be my guest until yesterday. Do you like my voice? I met Vikiesh 2 days ago, literally. I mean, well, not for the first time, but we were able to connect in a way that we weren't able to connect before. And boom, it was just like, we think alike, and I think we can support each other. And then yesterday, she woke up with a story in her mind, and she felt so moved to share it with me via voice note, and I just might put her on the spot and ask to share it with you guys. But in my response, I shared some anecdotes that revealed similarities about how we live our lives, and then it hit me. She should be on the show. So my next note ended up with me literally asking her to be on the show, and I said, you know what? I'm not asking. I'm telling you to be on the show. Right. Talk about being bold and decisive, and then here she is, first time on the show, and I think it's the first time I've ever experienced in the show and what it's about. So we're in for a treat. So Vikiesh, I always start by asking, what's good?
Life. Life, everything, and the fact that I'm here tonight. First of all, I would like to begin by affirming you.
Talking to the mic, so let everybody hear everything. You can move a little bit.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's getting better. Hold on. Right. There you go.
Okay.
Yes.
I would like to commend you on the job that you're doing. It's not an easy job to do what you're doing, and the most amazing thing about it is not that you're doing it, but the place that it's coming from, a place of love.
Aww.
Not that mushy, gooey, feel-good love, but that solid foundation where even when it doesn't feel good, you keep doing it.
Yes.
So I just want to commend you on that.
Oh, thank you.
Keep at it.
Affirmations are plenty. I said we were going to have a nuclear fission reaction in here, and it's already starting. So to be honest, right, I don't know too much about you beyond the obvious connection from my experience as a former national athlete, but that's going to change after this show. So who is Vikiesh now? Who was Vikiesh back then? And who's Vikiesh going to be next?
Oh, this is deep.
Start deep. Come out swinging.
Okay.
Talk to me.
Who Vikiesh was.
Yes.
I was always a person who was curious about love for as long as I can remember myself. From a very early age, I had this curiosity about love. It was weird. I'm talking like primary school level.
Wow.
Like love, just like what is love? I wanted to understand what love is because I felt like the people who were around me who should have loved me, it wasn't, their actions weren't matching up to what I thought love should be or behave like or feel like. So I've spent a lot of years observing. When I can say that I found out what love is was when I found God, because God is love. And so before that, though, I was always trying to behave in a way, the way I thought love should behave, so that I wasn't damaging the people around me or breaking them down, but I would make every effort to build them up. I was very quiet, but that curiosity stuck with me. Now, fast forward, understand love, and come into the practical part of love where, again, you wake up every day, you try to be better, you try to serve, you try to build people up. Like I don't know what else to do. Like nothing else is okay for me to do. So I wake up every day, and even when I don't feel like it, I still keep pushing and I still keep loving. Even when it's hard, don't get me wrong, I don't always make the perfect choices. If I get hurt or angry, I might react. But just give me a minute to settle down. I'll come right back, and if I did act a little out of character, maybe raise my voice or whatever, I'd apologize, because at the end of it, I'll always be looking to see how it would affect you. And my intention is never to break, but rather to build. Now, I'm just coming into the realization of my purpose. And it's so funny because as a little child, I was very quiet. A voice was never something I thought I had. It was, yeah, I remember going to Dr. Hodge one time and he was like, he said, you know, when you were small, I thought you couldn't talk. You was always quiet and in a corner. And many people who know me like that. Even today, I can be very quiet in a room until there's a need to say something because I will say it. So it's funny that my purpose would be the thing I didn't think I have.
Wow, that just took us down to the depths of your heart, your mind, your soul, and I've learned a little bit more.
A little bit.
Just a little bit more.
Feel free to keep asking.
This is my show. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask.
Do what
You know.
do.
So
Do what you do.
So let's start with motherhood, man. You were very good with your hands, with arts and whatnot. How was that influence your parenting style? You can talk about the art stuff too, you know.
Well, it's, you know, where I am now, as I look back over my life, I'm realizing that I've always had a fascination with transformation. If you put me in a room, I would make over the room. If I look at you, I might make you over. You know, like art, I would take, and if you look at a lot of the art that I do, I take nothing and make it into something. Never really making the connection, the transformation connection. But where I am now, I'm able to look and see that it was never just about art. I think the art was all just preparation, and I'll continue to do it because it's like a happy place for me. But wherever I was, I would always have the need to connect with people, the need to say something positive. So if even Queen shows, when you look back at the shows that I've done, I always felt the talent had to have a message. You know, my platform for Miss St Kitts, it was simple. It was just about life. And many thought, oh, you know, that wouldn't be, you know, a big enough, a bright enough topic. But I couldn't, like, I was okay with not sounding intelligent, but being real and reaching people in a unique way. Now, to turn around and come back to the question you asked, being good with my hands helps a lot with my kids. In that, today we had a wacky hair day.
Wow.
And I get excited when I see how excited they tend to be when they're looking for, yeah, mommy she gonna nail this now. Mommy, what we gonna do? So I did a spider. I'll send you pictures.
Okay.
But I did a spider with some, you know, braids and eyes and all of that. And I think it's something that the kids always feel almost proud of because they know, yeah, mommy got this, you know?
So you're the cool mom.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So you're the mom who
Yes.
could flip it and when you need to be the cool mom, and then, you know, to be like, I'm gonna give you some licks when I'm ready.
I must say though, I think that our relationship is so open, and I've just loved in a way that allows them to see that it's okay to mess up, but it's okay to come to me when you mess up. And there's a level of respect that doesn't demand a lot of correction.
I understand exactly where you're coming from. As a parent of a daughter also, I'm fostering that type of connection where I parent based on positive reinforcement.
Yes.
So she hears more do's than don'ts. I celebrate the good moments, the moments where she displays empathy, kindness, love, compassion, all of those. That's what matters to me, and that's what we're building our connection on. So I can totally understand what you're doing, and to have one of your daughters in her late teens, right?
Or has 19.
19, and to have a daughter who is that old and still connects to you in that way is impressive, especially in this day and age. And we need more daughters who are not afraid to come to mommy, even if they know they're going to get in trouble.
And it's so funny with the older one. And I look at her and I get so proud because I'm like, sometimes I'm taking advice from her because she looks at me and she sees my shortcomings in terms of, I think, at a point I've loved to a fault, if that makes sense, where even when it didn't make sense, I would still love. But the reality is you have to have balance and boundaries, and you have to realize that you can't help everybody. So there are times when you have to step back and just leave it.
Yes.
There are times when you should say no. And
there's a lot of love in the word no.
Yes. She would realize that, and she would be the one to say, Mommy, you say no. You know, like, so the fact that she can see that, for me, is a big thing.
Well, it came from you. It came from someone. Came from somewhere. That did not happen by accident. So let's mosey on now. The fun side of you, right? How would people who know you describe that aspect of who you are? I'm very curious about that, actually.
The fun side?
Yeah. I know that was the response I was going to get. So that's why I didn't ask you to describe you. I'd say, how do other people describe that side of you?
I'm trying to search the sides. I don't think I'm the most adventurous person.
That's okay.
Most fun person. I find pleasure in the simple things, sitting down, chatting, having a drink. I like dancing, but it's not something I do so much now. I love a good joke.
Okay.
I love a good joke. So we could chat and laugh all day, and for me, that's fun.
I think that is good to hear. I am very similar in that regard because
Twins.
That's becoming a lot more apparent.
Twins.
So I don't do crowds very well. I can't dance anyway. So I have 2 left feet. I have no rhythm, and
I don't believe that.
You don't understand these things. I can't dance. So anyway. This Nigerian man cannot dance. Listen, if I could, let me tell you something. God knew why he didn't bless me with the gift of dancing. He blessed me with the ability to be artistic. I can draw. I could play the piano. I can play the trumpet. I am athletic. I can cook. I can look half decent. Can you imagine if he blessed me I'm good with children. I'm an intellectual. I'm a philosopher. I'm a jokester. Like, he's giving me all of these gifts. And God said, he looked at Jesus and he was like, we cannot give him any more gifts. We cannot give him any more gifts because he will lose his damn self, because he will be that much more irresistible. So let's give him something that makes and reminds people that, hold up, he's lame. And so I'm so thankful for God not letting me know how to dance, because my goodness,
I still don't believe you though. I still don't believe you. I still don't believe you.
It's okay. So let's go on, man. Let's go on. The places that you worked, did they take advantage of your artistic side, your altruistic side, your this becoming that, or was it just you compartmentalizing, okay, I'm at my job, I'm gonna do this job and go home or whatever? So go ahead.
No, well, I've had the opportunity to use my creativity to overcome many challenges. Whenever, like for me, if there's something to be done, I will get it done. It might take some time. I might need to think a bit, but I'll find a way to work it out. No matter the lack of resources, something has to work. So in that aspect, I've been able to use my creativity, and over time, they realize that, ask Vikiesh,
Okay.
Vikiesh might got something in mind, So yeah, I've been able to use
creativity begets solutions. I'm very mindful of that. So your evolution into being this big motivational speaker, and trust me, is a lot harder, right, than it seems. And you make it look so simple. And I know for sure it takes a lot of guts to put yourself out there. How did you get your calling? Ah, we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there.
It's funny. I believe that I've been doing it all my life. So if it looks easy, it's because I've had a lot of practice, just not necessarily, in the light. Because again, I'm very comfortable in the back of the room. But the minute I feel a tug on my heart, if I'm in a conversation with you, if I look at you and I see you, like, you feel like energy from people, and if I feel you off, then I'll find a way to reach and make you comfortable enough to open up so that I could say something to encourage you in some way. So I've been doing it all my life, and I feel like I've just been prepared for this time to do it in a bigger way, because the desire is there to reach so much more people and to help people in a big way. So if it looks easy, that's why.
So you're now a certified transformational coach. By the way, the live is, people are saying, Ify is saying, I would say your fun side is being amongst your friends and cracking jokes.
That's
Lol.
so true.
She says, back then with Colleen and Asba, we had some good old fun. Ha ha ha. And then Glenn Perdero says, tourism was good for you. I'm going to second that also. So you're a transformational coach. What on earth is that? Because I want to transform into this unstoppable force of a man who can get any man, any woman he wants.
I think you're already there. I think you're already there.
No. Can you help me with that? And just quote me how much it's going to cost, by the way. But in all seriousness, what is a transformational coach and how did you get there?
Transformation requires action. Like, I can talk to you and I can motivate you for the moment, but for me, it's important to not just motivate, but to motivate you into action to cause a transformation. So a transformational coach is someone who would help you take the necessary steps to achieve the goal that you want to achieve.
Like to be irresistible.
That too, if that's the goal, of course.
Okay, all right.
If that's the goal, of course.
Okay, all right. We'll talk
This
after the
too.
show.
We'll
talk after the show. Hey, this transformational woman. She has a certificate. Transform lives. Wonderful.
And again, I think that's something that I've always been doing. Like, if I'm your biggest cheerleader, the minute I get excited when I see you have a vision or a dream or a goal, if you tell me, I'll breathe life into it. Funny story. I actually have a goal to own what I call a dream center. And then that's going to be the name. It's going to fall under the Vic Creation umbrella. But the Dream Center. And at the Dream Center, we do just that. We build dreams. It doesn't matter if you want to go to the moon, we're going to help you.
So you're telling me that if I want to dream about being irresistible,
of course,
I can just come there and you
Dream
connect me
Center.
to the machines that go to my brain, and I lie down and I have whatever dream I want. That is the best tourism product ever. You can come here. People, Vikiesh has an idea. Trademark it. Come here. Get machines connected to your brain, and then you have whatever dreams you want. I love it.
No.
That's not it?
No, that's not it.
Crap.
You come and we're going to help you take the necessary steps. If you don't know, we're going to help you figure it out. We're going to hold you accountable, and we're going to motivate you and inspire you into actions that will lead you.
So it will lead me to be able to fall asleep and have whatever dream I want.
No.
I don't understand.
Well, after you finish working hard for the goal, you probably will fall asleep and dream about,
So let me make sure I understand. This is a center that helps you dream about achieving your dreams and also making your dreams a reality.
No.
Okay. I'm confused. It's a dream center.
You walk into the Dream Center, you tell us what your goal is, what you're trying to achieve, and then we help you take the steps to make the dream a reality.
Okay. I understand this now. Help me to become dreaming about it and be irresistible. Anyway, affirmations. You're big on this, and I suck miserably at affirming myself, which is kind of my love language, by the way. But I struggle between keeping things real with myself and telling myself positive things that I kind of have a feeling that might not be true. Like, I can dance. No, I can't dance.
I think we're gonna have to put you to the test eventually because I don't believe
the
you.
Dream Center, the Dream
I
Center,
don't believe you.
right? But seriously, to be honest, like I have a big problem with affirmations and getting people to believe themselves, especially when it seems that they're lying to themselves. Like, I can dance.
But you know, affirmations is such a necessary thing though. The minute you make up your mind to grow, you're going to have to start to affirm yourself. I did a little reading on the background. You know, that voice in your head that would cause you to doubt everything.
And also be naughty.
That too. Well,
It's the same voice.
Yes. When you look at the background, the voice has always been there.
Right.
It didn't just pop up when you grew older.
But now
It
he's
was
in
always
Trinidad.
there, but the voice was always
But
there.
now the voice is in Trinidad, and he's won like a lot of calypso,
Oh, he
soca.
did?
Yeah, like can I see me now? That's the voice.
No,
That's
not
the voice
that
who
one.
sang that. That's not the voice.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't
continue. Continue.
So that voice in your head, it's been there all along. But when you were younger, that voice used to keep you out of trouble. It used to repeat.
Not me.
For most people.
Not me.
That voice used to
No.
repeat instructions from authority. So it would remind you, not remember, you shouldn't do this.
No, it didn't happen to me.
You grew up, but the voice didn't grow up. So it's still trying to keep you in that safe place.
How could I get the voice? Because I don't remember it.
You don't?
No.
You had it, but yours was probably, encouraging you in the mischief. So which means that he's probably still encouraging you in mischief, right?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
Go ahead.
the way you counter that voice is affirmation. I did an exercise with my group branches, and we were working on mindset. So one of the things that we did was name the voice. You give the voice a name. So I chose an annoying name.
Debo.
So it was easy for me when I hear the voice to say, look, you need to shut up.
Debo.
You need to be quiet. And what you do, you write down the negative thought that you would have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that fixed mindset persona. You write down what would come naturally.
Right.
And then you find a different way to say it.
Like in
a
French.
More positive way to a more positive way to say what you would normally say to yourself.
You actually hitting the nail on the hammer. That's the right phrase? Hitting the nail on the hammer?
On the head.
You say potato, I say tomato.
Mhm.
Right. But that's called reframing.
Yes.
I spoke about that earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
But
I like it.
It's necessary.
Very much. So, still on this end of things, you're having something come up this weekend and next weekend. How was that coming together? And this has got to be challenging for you. So feel free to share the affirmations that have kept you going. Talk about it. You got the stage now.
I'm
Something exciting is brewing.
a very positive person, but no matter how positive you are, you're going to have doubts coming.
Of course.
But when you realize that something is bigger than you, it's easy to step back and say, do what you do. It's been challenging coming together, but I'll tell you honestly, if I had to choose to do it again, I would. When I started the journey to this event, I had no idea how it would come together, but I knew that I had to start. It's almost like I could feel the tug on my heart from whoever needs what I have to offer. So I kept pushing with that in mind. The minute I know I can help, it's enough to keep me going because it's not about me. It's about helping somebody else, and I find the strength to push through because I know it's going to be a help to so many people. So that's where I find the strength, not necessarily the need to affirm myself because it's more than me.
Okay.
So much more than me, but I'm so excited about it.
You see, same it. You still haven't told the people.
I'm so sorry. Remember, I told you.
Right. Go ahead. You have the stage. You have
Okay,
the
the event is called the Emergence and Affirmation Summit, and it's intended to do just that, to bring out that greatness that we all possess, that purpose inside of you that you possess, to bring that out and to affirm it, to state it as fact, to assert loudly and publicly. So when you leave on the 6th of December, I guarantee you, you will not be the same. You will not be the same. I'm showing up with much expectation. I'm showing up with a demand on you. And when we leave, life will not be the same.
That's a wonderful sales pitch. Are you going to bring the dream home with that too, or?
No, but this will lead you to the Dream Center.
Sweet.
If you so choose.
Did you get the machines? You have something coming up this weekend, don't you?
No, next weekend.
So everything is next weekend?
Well, the event that's coming up this weekend is not my event, so I won't talk about it here.
Okay, no problem. So let's talk about next week. Okay, yeah, cool. So next week is coming good, right? Yeah. And now people have to sign up for it, right?
Yes, you have to register online. If you go to www.vicreation-inspire, you go to upcoming events, and you have two options.
Hold up. How do you spell Vicreation?
VIKREATION.
All right.
-inspire. Now, if you're overseas and you're not able to be there in person, there's an online viewing option that you can choose, so you don't have to miss out on what's in store for you.
Now, how has that process been going for you so far?
Honestly, I would say slow, but I'm hopeful. I know the proper marketing pitch here would be to say, oh, it's going great, sign up now so you don't miss out, but that wouldn't be honest, and it wouldn't be me. Mm-hmm. So I'm still hopeful. I've had a lot of interest. I understand that, finance is not really something that's just flourishing.
Right.
So some persons are waiting for payday to sign up.
True.
But I have no doubt that I'm going to have a good turnout.
I have no doubt about you either.
And I tell you,
talk to me.
If one person show up, I'm emptying everything, so it won't change anything. I'm not losing any fire by it. I've already purposed in my heart that come the 6th of December, I leave everything. 43 years of life lessons ready to be emptied.
I think you just revealed something that people don't know about you, but I won't tell them what that was.
Oh, 43?
I won't tell them that you revealed your age.
I'm so not ashamed.
I won't tell them that you revealed your age, okay?
So not ashamed.
Because you're...
I wouldn't wish to be younger, honestly. I wouldn't wish to be younger.
So why do you continue to look younger?
Grace of God.
All right. So I like putting people on the spot in this station, and I do this to my guests every time. So I'm going to give you a few scenarios, and I want you to give affirmations that can be helpful in those circumstances. Just 5 of them.
I'll try my best.
1, I have big dreams. I have big ideas, but each time I sit down to plan and to strategize, I can't put anything on paper. I feel like my mind goes blank, and then I feel bad because I'm procrastinating, and I get overwhelmed because of all the ideas.
Okay, first of all, I would say this. There's a saying Les Brown says. He says, I don't believe that any of us have dreams that weren't given to us for the purpose of fulfilling that particular dream. Perhaps a good place to start would be to begin affirming yourself that this is bigger than you. It was given to you for a purpose. Nobody else could carry out that dream the way you can. There's one of the things I shared tonight with my group is that there's a service aspect to purpose and to your gifts. It's not about you. And I think that's the thing that tends to get most people moving, when you understand somebody's waiting to hear that voice, waiting to hear that song, waiting to eat that food, whatever your gift is, somebody's watching and they're waiting to know that, well, oh, maybe I could do it too. So you can't think about you. You can't think about you.
Thank you. All right. I'm just asking for a friend. It's not none of this have anything to do with me.
Asking
2,
for a friend.
I keep getting rejected because girls think I'm weird, geeky, and they think I'm soft because I prefer to be a gentleman. And guys look at me and call me a wuss, and it makes me sad.
I know.
So help this person.
What I would say is, first of all, you have to understand where people are, and what's right isn't normal. So don't try to fit in. I'd say hold on for dear life with that part of you, because that part of you is going to attract the person that's fit for you. Anybody else wouldn't be enough. They wouldn't fit.
Amen, sister. All right, number 3. Nobody seems to understand me, understand why I do what I do, why I make decisions that I make, even though I mean well. I just want to be understood and accepted by more people.
I would say don't need to be understood, don't need to be accepted. Be okay with people not understanding, because who you are is not normal. You're not normal. You go against the grain of everything the world is throwing at us. So don't look for any validation and be unapologetic about who you are.
All right. I was going to ask one more. This one last one. I want to be able to order Domino's chicken wings. It's just my mind. But I can't seem to figure it out. I'm frustrated.
I would say that I think you maybe need a nap.
All right.
Or I need to wake up from that dream.
Okay. All right. She got it. Awesome. All right. Cool. So let's, first of all, by the way, we're back to the event that's coming up. And she did talk about you have to sign up and everything, but we do want to actually give away a free ticket to someone, and all you have to do is call in right now. The first person to call in and publicly affirm somebody in your life. And affirm meaning just basically recognize somebody who's been good, someone who's been there, somebody who has been there, someone who has just helped you get to where you are. Just call in. The very first person to call in will get that one ticket to this event that's coming up. And I'm going to call out the numbers. 4660989, 6620989, 7620989. US is 718-285-6984, and Canada is 305-921-4619. So if you want to win one ticket for the summit, the Affirmation and Emergence and Affirmation Summit, call in now between now and 8 o'clock and affirm somebody publicly here on the radio station, and you will win yourself a free ticket. So as soon as the phones start ringing, my Mr. Producer here will let us know. All right, let's go back to talking to you. The low moments that you've had in your life where you felt like giving up and nobody understood your struggle, where you felt mentally and emotionally drained, how did you pull yourself out?
I always look for the lesson. And I know sometimes you say these things, and I wouldn't say this to everybody every time because not everybody could understand it. But when I'm feeling broken, I talk to me. Of course, I talk to God, but I talk to me and I look for the lesson. Even if it's a situation where I feel like I was not at fault, I still look for an opportunity to take something away from it. Let's say relationships. It might be that in the relationship, you were just wrong to me. I'm pretty sure there was a red flag somewhere along the line that I ignored. So I try to go back and look for where was the red flag that I ignored. And I stand accountable for that. And by doing that, it allows me now to not be so angry with this person because, I gave them that power. So in low moments, I try to find something to walk away with to make me better so that after it, I could say, well, it was good to have gone through it because I've grown. And that's it.
Wow. You are a force to reckon with, and I really, really hope that this event, next week, becomes that springboard to more success. We have about 6 more minutes left to go, so the show is not over. I also wanted to find out a little bit more about how your transformation has positively impacted how you've mothered your daughters, because you would have had a transformation. There probably was a way you were relating, or has it always been? Was there any change?
I think the one thing that I've always been able to shelter, no matter what I'm going through, was the kids.
Wow.
You know,
Nice, yeah.
because I feel like I'm so careful not to break them, so careful not to allow my frustrations to be thrown on them. That's the thing I've always been able to shelter and to cover, and it's the thing that when I'm in that bad place lifts me up. To talk to them, to just look at them, even though sometimes, you know, it's taking so much to push, but I dare not break them. So I just shelter them. Before we go though, I wanted to say, the question before, the answer before, in that low place, I don't want it to seem like it's all me. Everything and anything about me begins with God. So that is my foundation, and it's because of that foundation that I'm able to have the perspective that I have that would allow me to look for something positive to walk away from. I just wanted to be sure to say that.
Okay. So we're just gonna go over the details for what's taking place next week, because I'm not sure if everyone caught that. So let's go over that. There's still some more on the show. I'm just letting you know. The show is not over until I say it is, but go ahead.
Okay, on the 6th of December, I'm going to be hosting the Emergence and Affirmation Summit. In a nutshell, what this is a mindset makeover. And it's happening at the Kuna Caribbean Conference Center at 2 p.m. That's a Sunday, so you could have gone to church and then you can go to church in the evening. To register, it's at Fortlands. You can't miss the building. It's the big new building.
It's the nicest looking building in the
yes,
area.
it is. Yes, it is. And if you're having any difficulty registering online, you can always call me. My number is 765-6798. I'd be more than happy to assist.
Y'all heard that? So sign up, okay? And if you can't find the website, just look for Vikiesh on Facebook. And I'm pretty sure she will be able to direct you on there. How to spell Vikiesh? Go on my page and go to the show and see how to spell Vikiesh.
Yes.
So what normally happens on the show is I normally also ask a rapid fire session. But before I do that, I want to drop on some knowledge on everyone just before we get to that point. And I want to let you guys know that if you take a look at all the issues that we have in our interpersonal relationships, work relationships, friendships, marriages, there really is a deep, innate yearning for each person to be understood, appreciated, accepted, and loved, all in that order. Try and develop the habit of communicating to be understood. That is, speak to be understood, not to be heard. And to understand someone, all you have to do is pay attention. I mean, take math, for instance. How can you claim to love math if you don't understand it? How can you claim to do well in math if you don't do your homework, if you don't listen to your teacher, if you don't practice? It's the same with everyone. So you have to pay attention. And if you do that, you'll understand the other person. You'll understand where they're coming from, understand their intentions, understand why they are the way they do. And with all of that, you can easily appreciate who they are, appreciate their efforts, appreciate them for merely trying. And then you can accept them for who they are, with their flaws and insecurities and the whole works. And after when, loving becomes not only an emotional response, but also one that's built upon a foundation of understanding, acceptance, and appreciation. And I will drop the mic there. That being said, rapid fire. I asked you 10 questions.
This
and you
sounds
just
dangerous.
answer them.
Rapid fire.
Number one, best book I ever read is?
Crushing by T.D. Jakes.
Number two, I slay each time I cook this meal.
Curry chicken.
What? Yes. After the show. The world is about to end in 5 minutes. This is going to be the final song I'll be listening to.
Storyteller.
All right. No matter how mad I am, this peace offering will calm me down instantly.
A prayer. That's the only thing.
Oh, okay, man. Just give me some curry chicken. I am happy my daughters took after me with these traits.
Caring. Creative.
Okay. Favorite chick flick is?
Single Moms Club.
Okay. If I could have one do-over in life, it would be this.
Honestly,
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah,
you're gonna
no,
say
but
you don't want to
because it's true.
Everything happens for a reason. I know the
Yes.
whole cliche, but
Yes.
still, that one time you said no when you could have said yes, or that one time when you missed that trip that
Let
you
me
could have
think,
gone
let me
on, or the
think,
time
let
that
me
you
think.
just didn't wear the dress that you wanted. Oh, there's those moments like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have that moment back.
I probably had one, but because I let go so fast,
Okay, no problem.
yeah, I can't think of it.
This is a country I can't wait to travel to.
Curacao. I've always wanted to see Curacao.
Oh, because you get curious?
Yeah.
Curious, saw that. This type of animal describes me best.
A lion.
Ah, nice. Oh, we got a call! Yay! Caller, you're live on Only Good News, and give us some good news because we got good news for you. Talk to us.
Yes, I have excellent news actually.
Awesome.
I am calling to affirm someone. I
Aww.
understand that the program is where you're calling and you give an affirmation on someone.
This tonight,
And
yeah, that's
the-
it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, well, actually, the person who I am affirming is Vikiesh Pickering herself.
Hey.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm just taking this opportunity to highlight how great of a person Vikiesh is. I have known her for several years, and just to see her stepping up to the plate and following through on this initiative that's spoken about for such a long time is really heartwarming to me. She's an exceptional person. She is well-intentioned. She wants the best for everyone out there. And I think that this is a step in the right direction. I take this opportunity to encourage everyone to come out and support her at the symposium that she's putting on. I do believe it's next week, Saturday,
Sunday.
and next week, Sunday.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I think that it would certainly be time well spent. And I am actually a member of the branches group that she spearheads.
Ah,
I can certainly attest to the messages, the affirmations that we receive within that group, and persons can expect more of the same at the said symposium. So, Vikiesh, I am very proud of you for stepping up to the plate, for taking the initiative to inspire persons all across St Kitts and Nevis and probably the wider Caribbean and the world. I encourage you to continue to do that because your impact is certainly far-reaching, and a person should come out and support you in this step to make the citizens and residents of St Kitts and Nevis more positive, more confident, and overall better person. So congratulations, Vicky, and Queen Adam speaking.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You know who he is, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
awesome. Thank you so much for calling. The last question for the rapid fire before we're about to end is, the best part about being on the show was?
Being here with you, my twin.
There you have it. My gosh, we made it. She made it. We did it.
Yes.
I can you imagine when I woke up yesterday, I didn't know you were going to be on the show.
I know. But
And-
it was such a pleasure to be here.
Oh, it was a
Such
pleasure having you
pleasure.
here. And more times, man.
Yes, sir.
I want
Yes.
that curry chicken, though. Bye.
Of course.
Yay.
That's good.
That's my show, man.
Nice. Really, really good. And I know it ain't easy to. I hope I can make it easy.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. WINN FM.
Use your National Bank Visa debit card 5 times or more weekly for a chance to win a $500 shopping spree. Compliments of National Bank. So think twice the next time you want to use cash. Choose your National Bank Visa debit card instead. because you might be the next lucky winner. Use your National Bank Visa debit card every